Hey guys, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson, talking today about placement on your volleys. We've done a bunch of videos on the 4 pillars of tennis, which are consistency, depth, placement, and power. And for me, those go in order. So talking about placement on the volley, it's hard not to tie in depth. For me, depth and placement are going to go hand in hand when I'm around the net. And the reason for that is because I'm always trying to get into a position when I'm at the net of advancing closer to the net. Okay, and if I'm back by the service line on my first volley and trying to place the ball more off the side of the court, it's tough from back here. So what allows me to get in and closer to the net and start to have an easier time placing the ball is by setting up that volley with a couple volleys that do go deep. Okay, so that's why for me these two shots go hand in hand. To be able to get to placement, you guys need to be able to execute a couple deep volleys. And you can see I'm not super concerned with you guys getting these near the sideline. The idea of placement is working the ball outside the middle of the court. When we're talking about depth, don't worry if it's staying closer to the center. If I can hit a volley or two that land that far in the court and advance inside the service line, now I'm looking at this little section here as my placement zone. And you guys can see I set those up on a diagonal and they're not super close to the sideline. That's something I want to talk to about with you guys is I see a lot of players come up. We get close to the net, probably have hit a couple volleys nice and deep, got ourselves in, and all of a sudden we start seeing these volleys go into the alley or outside the alley because we were aiming for the sideline. And what I want you guys to recognize is that when you advance towards the net and you come up for what should be a put-away volley that we're placing off the side of the court, so long as that volley has a little bit of oomph on it, if it lands here, anywhere near these two cones, the bounce of the ball is going to be way too much for your opponent to handle. I can land it here and the next bounce of the ball is going to be out by that fence. So what was the need to try to land it on the sideline? I don't want to bring that risk into play. Okay, so what I want to show you guys is a little combination here where I'm thinking about depth first to be able to get into my placement. So Mark's back on the baseline. He's going to hit me a couple where again, working the ball back in this zone to earn my way forward to have a little shot at placing it off the side of the court. Okay, here we go. So there's the deep ball, another deep ball, and I make my way in. And that ball just landed almost spot on where these couple cones were. And like I said, that bounce gives Mark no reaction time to be able to go chase that thing, okay? One disclaimer on this. If you guys have success getting some depth on your volleys and you make your way in, and then for whatever reason, you don't go for that more stick volley or that firm volley, the softer you guys hit the shot is when I would say it's okay to start working the ball a little closer to the alley. We don't want to end up starting to float more of this put-away volley at these cones because the opponent probably would have a chance to get to that. So the softer you guys hit as you get up in this put-away zone, start to push that placement a little closer to the sideline. But I would say option number one is when you get up to here, play for that stick volley and play into this zone. So we have margin for error with that pretty cool result where even though it's way inside the court here, the bounce of that ball makes it almost impossible for the opponent to get to, okay? So that again is depth resulting in placement. I think they just go hand in hand around the net. We've got to be able to get a little bit of depth to be able to advance in to have a chance at some placement on our volleys. Okay, so that's all I got for you guys today. Go out and give that a try. please click like below this video, and if you happen to be watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks, and we'll see you guys soon.